Inda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So continuing our reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 14. Does anyone remember what we read yesterday?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
We were talking about the renunciation, like how everything is connected to Krishna, and we need to understand that Krishna relationship to the material world and everything, and how everything is related to Krishna. And then you also talked about the Falgu Vairagya, that everything belongs to Krishna and it's created by him, and then whole material world, whole elements. And if we understand this, then we will not have the false renunciation. And that is a Falgu Viragi. And then to understand everything belongs to Krishna, that is the real renunciation. Then that Krishna is providing us everything and we should be satisfied, but we are not. And then you also said that how to solve all the economic problems is just to be Krishna conscious and give it to others, as there is only spiritual solutions to all the material problems. So yeah, that was what I liked the most.
Okay, thank you.
Hare
So we are going
Krishna.
to go on. Text 8. Yavad Briyeta Jataram.
Yavatbreta Jattaram
Tavat Svatvam Hi Dehinam.
Tavat Hidehinam
Adhikam Yo Bhimanyeta.
Adhikam Yo Abhimanyita
Sasteno Dandam Arhate.
Sasteno Dantam Arhati.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. One may claim proprietorship to as much wealth as required to maintain body and soul together. But one who desires proprietorship over more than that must be considered a thief, and he deserves to be punished by the laws of nature. By God's favor, we sometimes get large quantities of food grains or suddenly receive some contribution or unexpected profit in business. In this way, we may get more money than needed. So, how should that be spent? There is no need to accumulate money in the bank merely to increase one's bank balance. Such a mentality is described in Bhagavad Gita 16.13 as asuric, demoniac. Idam adya maya labdham imam prapsye manoratham idam astidam apime bhavishyati punardhanam. The demoniac person thinks, so much wealth do I have today, and I will gain more according to my schemes. So much is mine now, and it will increase in the future more and more. The asura is concerned with how much wealth he has in the bank today and how it will increase tomorrow. But unrestricted accumulation of wealth is not permitted either by the Shastra or in the modern age by the government. Actually, if one has more than one requires for his necessities, the extra money should be spent for Krishna. According to the Vedic civilization, it should all be given to the Krishna consciousness movement, as ordered by the Lord Himself in Bhagavad Gita 9:27. Yat karoshi yad ashnasi yad juhoshi dadasi yat tapasyasi kaunteya tat kuru swamadarpanam. O son of Kunti, all that you do, all that you eat, all that you offer and give away, as well as all austerities that you may perform, should be done as an offering to me. Grihasthas should spend extra money only for the Krishna consciousness movement. The Grihasthas should give contributions for constructing temples of the Supreme Lord and for preaching of Srimad Bhagavad Gita or Krishna consciousness all over the world. Shinvan Bhagavato Bhikshanam Avatara Kathamritam. In the Shastras, the Puranas, and other Vedic literatures, There's so many narrations describing the transcendental activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and everyone should hear them again and again. For example, even if we read the entire Bhagavad Gita every day, all 18 chapters, in each reading we shall find a new explanation. That is the nature of transcendental literature. The Krishna consciousness movement therefore affords one an opportunity to spend his extra earnings for the benefit of all human society by expanding Krishna's consciousness. In India, especially, we see hundreds and thousands of temples that were constructed by the wealthy men of society who did not want to be called thieves and punished. So um, Narad Muni is saying this, that the grihast should contribute to propagating Krishna consciousness because it's the highest welfare activity. So Prabhupada is also saying that the Krishna consciousness movement is trying to give Krishna consciousness to everyone. So if one has extra income, then one should contribute so that everyone can be benefited. Everyone can understand Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and in this way go back home, back to Godhead. Earlier, it's true, earlier many wealthy people would make temples. Yeah. Would construct temples, install a deity, and then arrange for the puja of the deity so that the people of the community can be benefited. They can have some place to go and worship the Lord, hear some Bhagavad Gita. So this verse is very important. As stated here, one who accumulates more money than needed is a thief, and by the laws of nature he will be punished. One who acquires more money than necessary becomes desirous of enjoying material comforts more and more. Materialists are inventing so many artificial necessities, and those who have money, being allured by such artificial necessities, try to accumulate money to possess more and more. This is the idea of modern economic development. Everyone is engaged in earning money, and the money is kept in the bank, which then offers money to the public. In this cycle of activities, everyone is engaged in getting more and more money, and therefore the ideal goal of human life is being lost. Concisely, it may be said that everyone is a thief and is liable to be punished. Punishment by the laws of nature takes place in the cycle of birth and death. No one dies fully satisfied by the fulfillment of material desires, for that is not possible. No matter how much we satisfy our material desires, we still feel that there is some dissatisfaction. Everything was good, but only if this could have been done. Oh, this was good, but this was missing. So actually, real satisfaction can come when we engage in Krishna consciousness, when we hear and chant about Krishna. So money, if there is extra money, that should be also spent in that way to arrange for other people, facilitate for others also to hear and chant. So that becomes the highest welfare activity. So therefore, at the time of one's death, one is very sorry. Being unable to fulfill his desires. By the laws of nature, one is then offered another body to fulfill his unsatisfied desires. And upon taking birth again, accepting another material body, one voluntarily accepts the threefold miseries of life. Because that dissatisfaction will always remain in material life. And when we die, we will have, oh, I didn't fulfill this desire. I wish I could do this, you know. Oh, I wish in the next life I can do like that. Then, then Mother Nature gives us a body in which we can fulfill our desire. And then we are in this cycle of birth and death. Again, we have to take up the suffering of these miseries. again the cycle of karma is there. Like that, we get bound up, remaining eternally in this material world. So the idea is take up Krishna consciousness. Start hearing and chanting. Mrigoshtra khara markakhu.
Mrigoshtara Khara Markakhu
Sarisprikhaga makshika.
Sarishapakhaga Makshikaha
Atmanaha putravat pashyet.
Atmanaha Putravat Pashet
Ter esham antaram kiyat.
Te Isham Antaram Kiyat.
One should treat animals such as deer, camels, asses, monkeys, mice, snakes, birds, and flies exactly like one's own son. How little difference there actually is between children and these innocent animals. One who is in Krishna consciousness understands that there is no difference between the animals and the innocent children in one's home, even in ordinary life. It is our practical experience that a household dog or cat is regarded on the same level as one's children without any envy. Like children, the unintelligent animals are also sons of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and therefore a Krishna conscious person, even though a householder, should not discriminate between children and the poor animals. Unfortunately, modern society has devised many means for killing animals in different forms of life. For example, in the agricultural fields, there may be many mice, flies, and other creatures that disturb production, and sometimes they are killed by pesticides. In this verse, however, such killing is forbidden. Every living entity should be nourished by the food given by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Human society should not consider itself the only enjoyer of all the properties of God. Rather, men should understand that all the other animals also have a claim to God's property. In this verse, even the snake is mentioned, indicating that a householder should not be envious even of a snake. If everyone is fully satisfied by eating food that is a gift from the Lord, why should there be envy between one living being and another? So Narad Muni is saying that we should look at animals same like our children because they are innocent. They also what they want, just food. They are also children of God. But what we do, we are killing them because the crops are being spoiled. So then we are killing them with the pesticides. In modern days, people are very much inclined toward communistic ideas of society, but we do not think that there can be any better communistic idea than that which is explained in this verse of Srimad Bhagavatam. Even in the communistic countries, the poor animals are killed without consideration, although they also should have the right to take their allotted food with which to live. Because the idea is, after all, the animals also, they have to live, they have to eat food. What happens, we human beings are thinking we are the only children of God. And so we only have a right to enjoy God's property. But actually, even the animals are children of God and they have equal right to enjoy God's property. So Prabhupada is explaining that this verse by Narad Muni is real communism. Means everyone should be treated equally, right? In communistic countries, that's the idea, that there is one power and everyone, all the population should be treated equally. So the supreme communism is to understand that Krishna is the supreme power and all the living entities should be treated equally. Any comments, questions till now what we have read?
Yeah, we had the tradition, right, to feed the cows. We feed share the chapati with the dogs.
Yeah,
We had that tradition before.
that's right.
Mm.
That's right.
Yeah, like how Sadhu Vaswani also, no? Mention Sadhu Vaswani head thing. He also would always say they are our little brothers and sisters.
Yeah, so true. Yeah, yeah. Prabhupada's father, he used to have a shop of cloth. So then when he used to close his shop, before closing the shop, he used to take a bowl and put some grains in it. So the mice could come and eat that grains. And in the night, instead of eating the cloth, instead of killing the mice, he would keep some grains for the mice. So they would just eat the grains and go. Okay.
And nowadays they have a mouse trap in the grocery store. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
They even keep the poison for the rats.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Yeah.
But how we get so scared, no? Like the cockroaches, if we see cockroaches at home.
Yeah. We can keep clean, but we can keep the things clean. The cockroaches come.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
sometimes
rather,
right,
yeah.
see,
But you can
when
catch
you
them.
put the spray, you say, okay, you're liberating them from this life.
Yeah.
No, but what you can do is you can catch them and you can then take them out of the house.
Oh my God, so scary to take catch also. You get scared.
You can take like a plastic transparent something
Yeah.
and like a big something, and you can put them in that and then throw them out of the house where they belong. They belong outside the house. So they can find their food outside then. Can do that. Just takes a little bit of practice. Yeah.
They say, I don't know which community, I think the Jain or something, they even cover their mouth, right? So that germs, like they're not killing, like when they're breathing, like personally breathing.
Yeah.
You're not putting that, I mean, the germ, the thing is not going inside.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. Actually, that's why this world is called Padam Padam Yatve Padam, right? That every step there's danger. We don't know what sins we are committing at every moment, and then we don't know how we will have to suffer for those sins in the future. That's why the earlier we can get out of this world is better. Because we don't even know how we get implicated then. So
But this world is, it's dukhalyam, no? Shashvatam. It is full of,
Yeah.
I mean, miseries.
Yeah. So true. So true. So let's try to take more advantage of this month of Kartik. Today is Diwali. Happy Diwali, everyone.
Happy Diwali.
Happy Diwali.
Happy Diwali, Shubh
So,
Diwali.
Happy Diwali. Happy Diwali.
Diwali, we are celebrating the return of Lord Ram back to Ayodhya. So that's why all the Ayodhya Vasis lit up their homes, lit up the streets, because it was Amavasya, very dark. So they wanted the Lord to be able to see the way, and they were so happy. So they lit up the entire city, they lit up their houses, to express their joy and also to give light. So we celebrate Diwali, the return of Lord Shri Ramachandra, and also the Damodar Leela happened on Diwali day. That Krishna gets bound by his mother. That also happens today, Diwali day. So double celebration. Yeah, double celebration for the devotees. Okay, stop here for today. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.